In this video, we honor the legendary wrestlers who have celebrating their lasting impact on the world of wrestling. We also share heartfelt updates about Nia Jax, whose recent news has deeply touched fans across the globe. Join us as we remember their incredible legacies and the inspiration they continue to provide. Don't forget to subscribe and help keep their stories alive for generations to come. The wrestling pro, born on June 4, 1938, was a larger-than-life figure whose career left a deep imprint on the world of professional wrestling. Known for his colorful ring attire, masked persona, and magnetic charisma, he combined athleticism and showmanship in a way that drew in crowds across the southern U.S. territories during the height of regional wrestling promotions. Behind the mask was Frank Hickey, a dedicated performer who rose to fame primarily in the southeastern United States, especially in Alabama. His career was marked by intense rivalries, including notable feuds with wrestling legends such as Ken Mantell and Bob Armstrong. The wrestling pro was admired not just for his in-ring talent, but also for his commitment to the fans, frequently appearing at community events and supporting charitable causes throughout his life. Tragically, the wrestling pro, while official statements did not specify a detailed cause of, it is widely understood that he died due to natural causes associated with aging. In the years leading up to his passing, he had been dealing with various age-related health issues, including complications reportedly tied to heart and respiratory conditions, common afflictions for athletes who endured years of physical strain in the ring. Despite his passing, his legacy lives on. Fans remember him not only for his vibrant persona and wrestling accolades, but also for his generosity and kindness outside the ring. The wrestling pro remains a respected name in wrestling history, a pioneer who brought excitement to countless fans and inspired future generations to step into the squared circle with passion and pride. His memory is honored by those who watched him perform and by those who continue to celebrate the golden age of wrestling he helped shape. Colosso Colosetti, born Elio Carlo Colosetti Drazic on May 19, 1948 in Argentina, was a charismatic and technically gifted wrestler whose career spanned continents and decades. Best known for his work in Mexico, Southern California, and his native Argentina, Colosetti left an indelible mark on professional wrestling before quietly retiring in the late 1990s. But the exact cause of his has not been publicly confirmed, leaving fans with unanswered questions. Throughout his life, Colosetti maintained a relatively private personal life outside the ring. After his retirement, he stayed out of the spotlight, which only fueled speculation when news of his passing surfaced. While no official cause of has been released by family or close associates, sources close to the wrestling community suggest he may have suffered from age-related health issues in the years leading up to his. These included reported complications with mobility and circulation, common among aging athletes who spent years taking physical punishment in the ring. Some fans speculated about possible neurological or cardiovascular conditions, both of which are not uncommon among veteran wrestlers who endured a physically grueling profession. However, in the absence of a public medical statement, these remain rumors rather than confirmed facts. What is certain is that Colosso Colosetti's marked the end of an era. As a bridge between Argentine wrestling traditions, Mexican lucha libre, and the American territory system, he played a unique role in professional wrestling's evolution. While the details of his final days remain private, his legacy continues to be celebrated by fans and peers alike for his contributions to the sport and his global influence. Jerry Winston Jarrett, born on September 4, 1942, was a revered figure in professional wrestling, remembered not only as a promoter and businessman, but also as a pioneering force behind the regional boom of wrestling in the Mid-South. Sadly, Jarrett, due to complications from esophageal cancer, a battle he had kept largely private in his later years. Esophageal cancer is a serious condition that affects the esophagus, the muscular tube connecting the throat to the stomach. This type of cancer can be particularly aggressive and difficult to detect in its early stages, often leading to a late diagnosis. In Jarrett's case, it ultimately became a terminal illness that contributed to his passing. Despite the physical toll, Jarrett remained mentally sharp and passionate about wrestling until the end. Though his brought sorrow to many, it also sparked reflection and tribute across the wrestling world. Fans and industry veterans alike recognize the immense legacy he left behind. As the founder of the Continental Wrestling Association and later the co-founder of the United States Wrestling Association and NWA, TNA, now Impact Wrestling, Jarrett played a key role in shaping wrestling's territorial era and ushering in a new generation of talent. Even while battling illness, Jarrett stayed in touch with the wrestling scene, occasionally advising behind the scenes and supporting the career of his son, Jeff Jarrett. His passing marked the end of an era, but his influence continues to resonate across promotions and generations. Jerry Jarrett's contributions to professional wrestling, both in front of and behind the curtain, ensure that his name will be remembered as one of the foundational architects of the sport, even in the face of his final battle with cancer. The Grand Wizard, born Ernie Roth on August 30th, 1926, was a legendary wrestling manager whose vibrant presence helped define an era. With his extravagant wardrobe, complete with sequined jackets, bright turbans, and signature sunglasses, Roth brought unmatched flair to the ringside. Known for his quick wit and razor-sharp tongue, he was the voice behind some of the most notorious villains in wrestling during the 1970s and early 1980s, including superstar Billy Graham, Don Morocco, and Pat Patterson. Before entering wrestling, Roth worked as a disc jockey. His wrestling journey began in the 1960s in Detroit under the name Abdullah Farouk, where he managed the likes of the Sheik. Later, upon joining the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF, he transformed into the Grand Wizard, a character who quickly became one of the most recognizable managers in the business. His genius extended beyond mere ringside antics. He was instrumental in developing storylines and characters, shaping the way managers influenced wrestling narratives. Tragically, Roth's life was cut short. The cause of was a heart attack. Though his passing came suddenly, it was known that Roth had battled health issues in the years prior, including heart problems. His marked a major loss for the wrestling world, which mourned the passing of a true innovator and entertainer. Roth's influence lived on, not just in the success of the wrestlers he managed, but in the style and strategy of future wrestling managers. Posthumously, he remains a beloved figure, honored by fans and peers alike as a pioneer of the golden era of wrestling entertainment. His charisma and legacy continue to resonate decades later. Eddie Marlin, born on August 13, 1930, was a beloved figure in professional wrestling, respected for his roles as both an in-ring competitor and a promoter. His career, which began in the 1950s, left a lasting mark on the Southern wrestling scene. Known for his charisma and dedication, Marlin's influence reached far beyond the squared circle, helping launch and guide the careers of many rising stars through his work behind the scenes. In his later years, Marlin battled several health issues. As he aged, his condition gradually declined, and he was placed in hospice care during the final stage of his life, just 2 days after his 89th birthday. While an exact medical cause was not publicly disclosed, it is widely understood that complications from age-related illnesses and declining health contributed to his passing. Eddie Marlin's marked the end of an era, especially for those who remember his strong presence in Memphis wrestling promotions. His family, including his grandson and fellow wrestling figure Jeff Jarrett, confirmed the sad news and shared tributes honoring his life and legacy. Marlin was not only a skilled wrestler but a guiding figure backstage, respected, admired, and loved by generations of performers and fans. Though he is no longer with us, Eddie Marlin's contributions to professional wrestling continue to resonate. His legacy is one of passion, loyalty, and service to the sport he adored. In honoring his memory, the wrestling world reflects on a man who not only entertained crowds, but also helped build the foundation for future stars. His passing was a great loss, but his impact remains etched in the history of the industry he helped shape. Balls Mahoney, born Jonathan Reckner, tragically just 1 day after celebrating his 44th birthday. The immediate cause was reported as a heart attack, but further details surrounding his passing revealed a deeper, more complex picture of the toll that professional wrestling, especially the hardcore style Mahoney was known for, can take on the human body. Mahoney's wrestling career was marked by his extreme, high-risk matches, especially during his time in Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW. He was famous for enduring brutal chair shots, violent brawls, and a relentless schedule that pushed his body to its limits. Years of concussions, injuries, and a physically punishing lifestyle likely contributed to his deteriorating health. After an autopsy and further medical evaluation revealed that Mahoney had chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, a degenerative brain condition caused by repeated head trauma. CTE has been found in numerous former athletes, particularly wrestlers and football players, and can lead to memory loss, mood swings, and severe neurological issues. Mahoney's widow also revealed that in the years leading up to he had been experiencing erratic behavior and memory problems, signs commonly associated with CTE. The combination of long-term brain trauma, accumulated injuries, and the physical strain of hardcore wrestling likely contributed to his fatal heart attack. His passing served as a sobering reminder of the real-life dangers faced by professional wrestlers, especially those who made their names in the extreme and often brutal world of hardcore wrestling. Balls Mahoney's underscored the need for greater awareness of wrestler health and the long-term consequences of unprotected headshots and excessive physical punishment in the ring. Bruiser Brody, born Frank Goodish, was one of wrestling's most intense and unpredictable performers, but his tragic on July 17, 1988, remains one of the darkest chapters in professional wrestling history. Brody was fatally stabbed in the locker room before a scheduled match in Bayamon, Puerto Rico, while working for the World Wrestling Council, WWC. The man responsible was fellow wrestler and booker Jose Gonzalez, known in the ring as Invader Y. According to multiple eyewitnesses, including wrestler Tony Atlas, Brody was called into a shower area by Gonzalez under the pretense of discussing business. Moments later, a violent argument erupted, and Brody was stabbed in the stomach and chest with a knife. Emergency medical care was slow to arrive, as communication barriers and backstage chaos delayed his transport to a hospital. Despite emergency surgery, Brody died from blood loss and internal injuries. The incident stunned the wrestling world, not only because of the violence, but also due to how justice was, or wasn't, served. Gonzalez claimed self-defense and was acquitted of murder in a trial that many criticized for its lack of thorough investigation and failure to include key testimonies. Most notably, Tony Atlas wasn't even called to testify. Brody's murder exposed serious flaws in wrestler safety, especially in international territories with less oversight. Many wrestlers began demanding stricter contracts and security when working overseas. While his killer walked free, Brody's sparked vital conversations about trust, safety, and protection in the business. To this day, fans and wrestlers remember Bruiser Brody not just for his wild, trailblazing persona, but also as a victim of an unthinkable betrayal. His legacy lives on, but the mystery and injustice surrounding his continue to cast a long shadow over wrestling history. Savalina Fanine, known to millions of WWE fans as Nia Jax, has carved out one of the most unique, turbulent, and impactful paths in modern professional wrestling. Born on May 29, 1984 in Sydney, Australia, and holding dual Australian-American citizenship, Jax brings a blend of international flair and brute American wrestling style that makes her stand apart in a sea of superstars. Towering at 6 feet, 1.83 meters, and weighing in at a build 255 pounds, 116 kilograms, she is among the most physically dominant women to ever step foot in a WWE ring. But her story isn't just about her size or strength. It's a tale of perseverance, public perception, injury controversies, personal struggles, and fierce comebacks. As of 2025, Nia Jax remains a compelling figure in WWE, a woman whose presence is guaranteed to spark conversation, whether for her in-ring brutality or her outspoken persona. From athlete to WWE superstar, the rise of Nia Jax. Before her wrestling career took off, Fanine was an accomplished athlete, growing up in a family of Samoan descent, one that includes wrestling legends like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Athletic excellence ran in her blood. She played competitive sports throughout her youth, especially excelling in basketball and bodybuilding. Yet professional wrestling wasn't her initial dream. It wasn't until a WWE talent scout spotted her that Fanine considered stepping into the squared circle. She signed with WWE in 2014 and was soon assigned to the company's developmental territory, NXT. There she adopted the ring name Nia Jax, a moniker that would come to symbolize unstoppable power and dominance. In NXT, Jax quickly began establishing her brand as a fearsome competitor who didn't need flashy moves or technical flair. Her physicality alone was enough to overwhelm most opponents. Unlike many of her peers, Jax's character did not rely on being relatable or glamorous. She was billed as a juggernaut, a force who destroyed everything in her path. Her debut matches saw her squashing opponents with ease, showcasing an intimidating presence rarely seen in the women's division. WWE main roster debut, breaking the mold. Nia Jax's transition to WWE's main roster came in 2016 when she debuted on Monday Night Raw. From the moment she stepped through the curtain, it was clear that WWE had big plans for her. She immediately began a dominant run, defeating enhancement talents and later entering feuds with top stars like Sasha Banks and Bayley. Her size, power, and no-nonsense approach brought a new dynamic to the women's division, which had been evolving rapidly thanks to the women's evolution. Jax wasn't the traditional athletic type, nor was she the acrobatic underdog. Instead, she was a powerhouse who could level the competition with a single Samoan drop or leg drop. However, her presence also sparked a divisive reaction from fans. While some celebrated the body positivity and representation Jax brought to WWE, others were more critical of her in-ring skills and style. Still, her momentum continued. The crowning achievement, Raw Women's Champion. The pinnacle of Nia Jax's career came in 2018 at WrestleMania 34. After enduring bullying from Alexa Bliss in a storyline that blurred the lines between fiction and reality, Jax defeated Bliss to win the Raw Women's Championship. The moment was not only a career highlight, it was deeply symbolic. Jax stood tall as a champion who defied the conventional mold of a WWE female superstar. Her win was seen as a victory for anyone who had ever been told they didn't fit in. For a brief time, it felt as though Jax had transcended the criticism and found her place at the top of the WWE mountain. Yet, as is often the case in wrestling, that triumph didn't come without its challenges. To injury controversies and style criticism. Despite her championship win, Nia Jax's in-ring style became a major talking point among fans and wrestling insiders alike. Her aggressive, hard-hitting offense, while true to her character, often came with consequences. Over the years, several high-profile wrestlers suffered injuries during matches involving Jax. These incidents earned her a reputation as an unsafe worker, a label that haunted her even during her best moments. Some of the most talked about injuries included Becky Lynch suffering a broken nose during a 2018 brawl and Kairi Sane being left visibly shaken after taking a hard bump into steel steps. Each time, social media exploded with criticism, calling into question whether Jax's physical style was reckless or just an unfortunate side effect of being a bigger competitor in a physically intense sport. To her credit, Jax addressed the criticism in various interviews, stating that accidents happen in wrestling and that she was constantly working to improve. Still, the dangerous in-ring worker narrative followed her relentlessly, impacting her image in ways that were difficult to shake. Backstage politics and WWE hiatus. By the early 2000s and 20s, Jax's position in WWE grew increasingly unstable. In addition to the heat over her in-ring performance, rumors began circulating about her behavior backstage. Reports emerged suggesting that Jax was difficult to work with and had clashes with both fellow talent and WWE management. These stories were compounded by whispers that she felt underutilized despite her unique stature and marketability. Some insiders claimed Jax had become frustrated with WWE's inconsistent creative direction, feeling that she was being passed over in favor of less experienced talent. In late 2021, Jax was released from WWE during a round of budget cuts, though speculation remained that her outspoken nature and the controversies surrounding her may have played a role. During her hiatus, she focused on personal well-being and occasionally addressed fans online, but for the most part, she remained out of the spotlight. 2023. Return, a violent comeback. In 2023, the wrestling world was caught off guard when Nia Jax made a surprise return to WWE on SmackDown, attacking rising star Tiffany Stratton in brutal fashion. The assault was sudden, shocking, and seemingly unprovoked, exactly the kind of return WWE loves to orchestrate for maximum impact. Reactions to Jax's return were mixed. Some fans were excited to see her back, intrigued by how she might fit into a rapidly evolving women's division that now featured newer stars like Stratton, Roxanne Perez, and Lyra Valkyria. Others, however, were concerned that her controversial past would again cause disruption. The attack on Stratton served its purpose. It reignited buzz around Jax and re-established her as a dangerous wild card. But it also raised questions. Was she back for redemption, or would this be another run clouded in controversy? Fan perception, love, hate, and loyalty. Perhaps more than any other modern female wrestler, Nia Jax has been a lightning rod for fan opinion. Her journey has inspired both fierce defenders and harsh critics. To her loyal fans, Jax represents power, confidence, and resilience. She has embraced her body, defied traditional beauty standards, and remained unapologetic in an industry that often values conformity. These qualities make her a hero to many, particularly young fans who admire her fearlessness. To her detractors, Jax is emblematic of WWE's missteps, pushed too soon, insufficiently trained, and protected despite shortcomings. Her critics cite not just injuries, but also awkward promos and inconsistent storytelling as reasons why she has remained polarizing. Despite the divided reactions, few can deny her impact. WWE's women's division is richer, more diverse, and more compelling with personalities like Jax in the mix. Personal challenges and growth. Away from the spotlight, Jax has been open about personal battles, including issues related to mental health and body image. She has used her platform to advocate for self-love and has spoken candidly about the pressures of being a public figure in a highly scrutinized industry. She has also taken steps to grow beyond wrestling. During her hiatus, she explored other interests, worked on fitness projects, and stayed connected with fans via social media. Her willingness to engage with her followers, even during tough times, has further endeared her to many. 2025 and beyond. What's next for Nia Jax? As of 2025, Nia Jax continues to appear sporadically on SmackDown, never quite revealing what her long-term goals are. WWE has seemingly positioned her as a wild card, a disruptor who can interfere in storylines at any moment and shift the balance of power. Whether she is destined for another championship run or will serve as a veteran foil to help elevate new talent remains to be seen. What's clear is that Jax continues to walk a delicate line between redemption and regression. Will she rewrite her legacy as a respected veteran who evolved, or will controversy again cloud her path? One thing is certain: when Nia Jax is around, people pay attention. Legacy of a polarizing powerhouse. Nia Jax's legacy in WWE is a study in contrast. She has been a trailblazer for body diversity, a dominant force in the ring, and a rare female performer who can believably overpower any opponent. Yet she has also been at the center of injury controversies, backstage rumors, and online debates that have complicated her public image. Love her or hate her, Nia Jax has never been boring, and in WWE that counts for something. Her journey reflects both the beauty and the chaos of professional wrestling, where redemption is always possible, and the next chapter is just one match away. As the WWE landscape continues to evolve, the question remains: will Nia Jax finally silence the critics and rise once more? Or will the weight of her past keep her from reaching her full potential? Time, as always in wrestling, will tell.